Hello everyone and welcome to the 15th video lecture of Services Marketing, module number 3, video number 15. In today's video lecture, we shall be discussing the second P of service marketing mix, that is price. This topic is little vast and hence I am dividing this topic into more than one video lectures. So out of that series of video lecture, today I am covering the first video lecture, so the first part of price. So what is price? Price or pricing, we can say. We'll first define pricing. So pricing is the marketing function that involves determination of value of a product or service in monetary terms before it is offered in the market for sale. So it is determining the value of a product or service in terms of money. Monetary terms means money before it is offered in the market for sale. So before you are selling it or before you are offering it in the market for sale, you have to first determine what is the value of the product or the service that you are offering in terms of money. That is, this method, this is known as pricing. So what is a price? Price is the marketing mix element that exchange. Price refers to the exchange value. Okay, just in terms of money of products and services which provide a bundle of satisfaction to the consumer. The price of a product increases or usually increases with the sales revenue. That is, some whenever there is demand or increase in demand, the service price, that is price of the service, also increases, or the price of the product also increases. And price is nothing but it refers to the exchange value in terms of money. That is, when a product or the service is given to a customer, in return whatever the seller of the service gets in terms of money, that is nothing but price of that product or price of the service. And it comes, or the customer gives it because they get satisfaction from getting the service. It refers to the task of translating into quantitative terms, that is in terms of money, the value of a product or a unit of service to the customers. So what generally we can summarize this everything into, price is nothing but it is in terms of money. When you are telling the value, what is the value of your service? Suppose if you feel that you are giving more value to your service, if the customers feel that your service has more value, then they may are ready to pay higher price, that is they are ready to give more money for that service. Similarly, if they feel that the value that your service is offering is not that much, so they may not be willing to give more money to you. So this you have to first see, whenever you are pricing, you have to first see what is the value of your product, and based upon that you have to put a tag on your product or the service. What will be the more, you have to convert this value into money terms. That is, whenever you are trying to satisfy the customer, whatever value your product or the service is giving, you have to try to convert it into money terms, and this is nothing but pricing. So what are the objectives of pricing? I'll just go through this. The objectives of pricing might be survival, that is your firm might be trying to survive in the market. There might be more competition, very intense competition, cutthroat competition. So that is why your company might be thinking to only survive in the market. So this strategy or this objective might be a survival. Then one more objective can be to to maximize profits. So if you want to maximize profits, you have to increase the price. That is, you have to increase the MRP, you have to increase the price at which you are selling to your wholesalers, or maybe to your in case of retail management, it is about selling it to your customers. So you have to sell customers at a higher price compared to, by keeping the cost same. So this is how you can maximize the profit. That is, you have to either reduce the cost or keep the cost same and increase the MRP. So the second objective might be to maximize the profit. The third objective might be to maximize the market share. You might be thinking to maximize or increase your market share. That is, your sales volume should increase. That is what you want to do. The fourth objective might be that the service quality leadership, what you want to achieve. That is, you want to achieve the topmost or position yourself as the best service provider in the entire market. So this might be one of the objective. So by doing this, remember one thing: you are adding lot of value to your service. You have to add lot of value, and if you are adding lot of value, yeah, subsequently your price will increase. So how this happens, we are seeing later on in the module. And lastly, to stimulate patronage. So what do you mean by patronage or patronage? Patronage means loyal, getting loyal customers for a lifetime. That is, they come to you for a lifetime, maybe sometimes even generations together. They come for service or purchasing of a product towards you itself or your company. So you want to generate such kind of patronage. So this might be one of the objective. So these are some of the objectives of pricing. Next, we are gonna see steps in pricing of a service. This is quite simple actually. What are these steps? Analyzing organizational objectives. So you have to see what are your organizational objectives. Based upon that itself, your entire objectives, that is your pricing objectives, will be set. We have seen what might be the objectives of pricing. It might be survival, it might be to increase the profit, it might be increase market share, and so on. So based upon that, your objectives or the objectives that your organization has set, based upon that your pricing objectives will also be set. It comes from the values of the organizational values. The next one is analyze cost incurred in delivering the service. This is quite important because you have to understand what is the cost that you are incurring in delivering the service. You are giving a service to your customers. In doing so, what is the cost that is uh, incurred by you? That is, what is the cost that has come to you. Now you have to add certain profit to this cost, and then you have to uh, deliver the service, or then you have to set the MRP. The third step is, once you know what is the cost, you have to determine the demand levels and customer characteristics. That is, what type of customers are there. So if customers are willing to pay more for better quality, then you can go to increase the value of the product. Similarly, if the demand level is high, the demand level is low, based upon that also you can increase or decrease the price. The next step is to examine competitor pricing and positioning. So you have to see at this point what are your competitors pricing, or what is the ongoing pricing right now. So you can set your price somewhere in that band, or if you want to position yourself into a very different kind of a segment, then your prices can change. So you have to also see what is the positioning there of your competitors, and also what are the competitor pricing. Remember, different target markets will have pricing uh, different pricing. So differentiating pricing also you can do. Then you have to check at the regulatory measures relating to pricing. That is, what are the laws or what are the regulations that the government has set for pricing. For example, in the recent COVID scenario itself, government has fixed the price of CT scan, that is HRCT, as 2500. So once government has set a price or a price band for a certain item or a certain service, then you cannot go beyond that, or you cannot come below that. You can come below that, where that is the uppermost price ceiling we call it. Later on we'll see what is price ceiling, but price ceiling they have kept, that is, you cannot go beyond 2500. If you go price somewhere about 3000 rupees, then it will become illegal. So you have to also check what are the regulatory measures that the government has set. or what are the regulatory measures in force of pricing. Then you have to set pricing based upon the method adopted by you. There are three main methods that we are going to study later, that is cost based method, demand based method, or competitor based method. So all which method you are going to employ, based upon that your pricing will also change, your pricing strategy will change. And lastly, to implement suitable strategy based on market condition. So based upon the method you have to employ a suitable strategy, whether you're going to go for penetration pricing or you're going to go for skimming pricing, whether you're going to go for discount pricing, everyday discount pricing. So what kind of pricing strategy will be there, so that you have to decide based upon all the information and based upon the situation and the market condition. So these are some of the steps in pricing, quite logical actually these are. So with this we end today's lecture. If you have any difficulties, you can always contact us. Notes for this will be sent to you soon in your WhatsApp group. By that time you can complete your model number 1 and model number 2 notes.